It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Able to slither by. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Back to throw. Fields. Open man. Completes it to Claypool. Touchdown Bears. Chase Claypool. 35 yards. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
They will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Throwing is Mariota. That is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Mariota looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mariota to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. A beautiful fake, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw, Mariota. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Second down at 5. Mariota. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a...
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.